Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Tonight, we are talking about 15-year-old Kylie, um, Kylie Arellano. No, I said that wrong. I did say that wrong. I always say Arellano, Kylie Arellano, who is from Garden City, Utah. She has been missing since late May. The official NCMEC poster is active, and the Ridge County Sheriff's Office is the lead agency. There is a lot to cover in this case, and no one has really been covering it at all. And we need more people to help. We're going to talk about all of that on the other side of this.
Coming in clutch, better tighten the pearls. Dropping cold facts, got the truth for the world. No smoke, no fluff, just the real that we trust. Hold on to your seat, cause I'm coming in clutch. Coming in clutch.
Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate your time. You could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube. You have a lot of options, anywhere on the internet, anywhere in thy world, and you chose to be right here. I know your time is very valuable, and I do appreciate you spending some time with me. Today is September 29th, 2025. It is currently 11:04 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Linda, I ain't got a musty hutch. You do. You're gonna watch Finding Solace. Good to see you guys. Hello, Pam, Shannon, Shetty, Susan, Leslie, Ginger, Mandy. Hello, everyone. So, someone actually sent this case to me. I had not heard about it, and I think I've heard of just about every case. And this needs to get out because not only is not only is it concerning, but you know that Kylie needs to be found, but what's so important about it is, as well as she needs to be found, is that this can happen to anyone, especially preteen, like tweens and teenagers. And I want to show you about that in just a moment. Kylie will be, if she is found today, she will be 16 years old. 16 years old. And let me show you a picture of Kylie. Beautiful young lady. And here we go. There we go. All right. Check this out. I want to tell you about her, and then we're gonna get some stuff. How it's all went on here. Again, this is beautiful Kylie. She is 16 now, and she was 15 when she disappeared. She's been missing since May 29th of this year. Garden City, Utah was her last known location. Her NCMEC number poster listing is 2054889. Her NCIC number per NCMEC is M37849124. The agency that is in charge is the Rich County Sheriff's Office. Phone 435-793-2285. She's described as 5'6", 115 pounds, brown hair, brown eyes. She has back braces at the time of her disappearance. She has a cross tattoo on her middle finger, a tattoo coda dog on her right ankle, and tattoos on her thighs have been reported as well. Doesn't say what kind. She is reported to have other tattoos. Both ears are pierced. Other possible distinguished chin length hair at the time of her disappearance, although it could be and probably is longer now, but it could be shorter. You never know. She was last seen at 10:52 on May 29th of this year, 2025. She was reportedly seen walking toward Logan Canyon with luggage. Now, her phone has not shown activity since she departed. No confirmed social media messages, contact, or usage since then. Law enforcement says none of the alleged sightings have been validated to date. FBI involvement. According to the sheriff, the FBI has been contacted, but as of the last media reports, they have declined to get involved with the case. Now, the mother of Kylie believes that she may have been coerced, possibly tied to online interactions, gifts, or money spent. Her mother is Stephanie Coleman. I'll show you her shortly. Says she put flyers everywhere, that Kylie has vanished off the face of the earth, in her words. The family says, and the sheriff says, there's no known surveillance video confirming Kylie's movements in the Garden City or around that disappearance date. Okay. Now, this is what I want to show you guys. It's crazy. This is crazy. Get ready.
Wendy's breakfast.
Gotta get this started in 1 second. As soon as this is done, because they list her as a runaway, I think that is why. And the mother agrees. She says the same thing, that runaway, and I think they should stop doing this. the connotation of running away sounds like you've done it on your own accord, you're safe, you just don't want anybody. That doesn't happen to 15-year-olds. 15-year-olds can't just go out and get a job. And they're very much influenced by social media, talking to people they know, and all of that. This has not happened in Kylie's case.
117 days. Tomorrow will be 4 months since 15-year-old Kylie Arellano walked away from her Garden City home with a suitcase in tow. We keep in close contact with Kylie's mother, Stephanie, and for the last few weeks, so has the FBI. Now, today, I spoke with the Rich County Sheriff's Office. More on that in a moment. I also asked Stephanie who is truly helping her. What have you been thinking about as of late since we last spoke?
Where's Kylie? And I know somebody has to know something. A 15-year-old just don't vanish.
This is Mom.
Have you had any other dialogue or any other substantive conversations with either the sheriff's office or the FBI as of late that lead you to believe one way or another where Kylie may have gone after she left?
I'm still sticking with, I think she did leave willingly, but it wasn't supposed to be for this extended amount of time. I'm not the only one who feels this. I can't speak for Rich County. I haven't spoken with them in, so I think it was September 17th. So, or not September, sorry, August 17th. But the FBI, we keep in contact. I reached out to them today. There's still no concrete, nothing. It's Kylie left, and that's all we know.
Were there any other people
Leslie.
that were close to Kylie that had spoken with her just before that point that you've spoken with, some friends or others in the community?
Immediately, I knew right away. I had already spoken with most of them.
No, not
One
at
of
all.
them was one of
Not at all.
Kylie's really good friends
Mm.
that she went to school with, and they've been more than accommodating. They're more than willing to give any information, which unfortunately is hardly anything. It's Kylie was planning on running away. Multiple people knew about that, but Kylie talked about that, well, the whole time we've lived up here. What teenager doesn't? So, but for her to completely fall off the face of the planet, I mean, as you know, I share a lot of the other missing teenagers who go popping through, and I reach out to you and I reach out to Road Warriors and to help get the coverage, because we didn't get that with Kylie. And I think that has a lot to do with why it's still crickets.
Listen to this.
Well, like I mentioned earlier, I spoke with
Listen
the
to this.
deputy at the Rich County Sheriff's Office today. This is the new deputy who was assigned to the case after a previous deputy left the department.
So, in just the last 4 or 5 months, the deputy that started her case left the department. Now there's a new deputy, which always hurts a case, in my opinion.
The deputy working the
Mostly,
case is
not
not
always,
new to the
sometimes.
department, however. So he told me they've followed up on all leads and tips, and they welcome each and every one of them, and they welcome the media coverage to get this out there. Right now, they really need a break in the case. You might remember a few weeks ago, Sheriff Dale Stacey joined us on the show and talked about how the department was going through some staffing changes, and that resulted in the new deputy taking over the case. Another issue in this case is the lack of media coverage. It's almost nowhere to be found. So to this day, we're still really the only media outlet keeping this case in the limelight. Stephanie fears it's because Kylie is listed as a runaway. Why don't you think she's gotten the constant media coverage or constant coverage
Listen to this
out
right
there
here.
to keep her face out there for people to keep an eye out for her?
My personal opinion is because Rich County Sheriff's Department only has her marked as a runaway. That's it. Not endangered, nothing. She's just a runaway. I mean, they were telling everybody when she's not mad at me, she'll come home. It's not that she's mad at me. It's someone has control of my daughter. That's it. I mean, it's hard. Everybody tells me to stay hopeful, but we're at 116 days, I think, right now. Tomorrow is 4 months, and nobody's spoken to Kylie. Nobody. I've spoken to some of her friends over the last couple of weeks and found out that Kylie was talking about running away, and there's multiple people she was conversating this with. But like I said just a minute ago, what teenager does not talk about running away? I mean, even younger kids, toddlers try to do it. They'll pack a bag and get to the end of the driveway and then turn around and come home. Kylie's ran away in the past, but it was hours. We're months. We're days. I mean, over 100 days. I think tomorrow's 117 days. Nothing. So it's back to the original question. It's because she was only marked as a runaway, not as endangered, not as possible trafficking. They didn't listen to the grooming. They didn't care. They didn't.
You're going to hear it's not all of the story yet.
Before the deputy quit, he only wanted to talk about how inappropriate Kylie was being in some of the conversations. And I was like, that's a red flag.
So it doesn't matter if a teenager is inappropriate, an adult is inappropriate, and they're missing. They're still missing. They're still children.
The sheriff's department, you spoke with Del Stacy. They talk about how Kylie's their friend and how they want her home.
Thank you, Pam.
Why aren't we doing more to try to find Kylie to bring her home?
Thank you, Chuchi.
Well, Stephanie was clear. Kylie's behavior before she went missing should not affect the search efforts that now she is missing. So Kylie is loved and missed. It's very clear here. And her mom also told me some of the things that Kylie missed this summer with her family.
Listen.
She missed her sister's birthday. Jaden, my youngest, she turned 13 on August 26th. She missed an amazing summer. She missed her first day of school, which that's been hard. She just missed, I think it was homecoming. Missed out on a lot. Really good concerts up here all summer. Most of all, she missed a lot of family time. Everything is basically still the same. That's the hard part, is by the time the FBI got involved, it was already 90 days past. They've got a lot to comb through. I'm not no professional private investigator, neither is my mom or the people who have helped, but we've
not been shared much.
Come a long ways. It's better than starting at square one with absolutely nothing. A lot of the evidence that I do have, which Kylie sent me herself over the period leading up to before she disappeared, it helps them in a way, but it's finding who these people are. That's the hard part. A lot of people have learned how to mask and disguise.
Yes.
You wouldn't be surprised how easy it is to get an account pretending to be someone when you're not that person. Kylie was able to get a PayPal account at the age of 14. And I don't know. The only thing it's not that we're missing anything. It's the fact that there are laws and guidelines and rules everybody has set in place. They don't enforce them. Half the people Kylie was talking to were over the age of 30. It's sickening. I put flyers up everywhere I could. I've done what I can.
So she was talking to much older men.
But unfortunately, no. There's apps, when I say she vanished off the face of this earth, I mean that.
Because she's listed as a runaway.
Well, the Rich County Sheriff's Office continuing to ask anyone with a possible sighting of Kylie to take a picture and share it with them immediately so they can investigate the tip. They did tell me today they have had tips come in, and they welcome this continued coverage to see if it can lead to any more. If you have any information, contact the Sheriff's Office there, 435-793-2285, referencing the case number 25R3 08.
Okay. So there's that. Now, I want to show you guys, some of you may be familiar. Kylie does have there is a couple detectives, and they are doing a lot.
Utah. Kylie's mother, Stephanie, expressed a little frustration
We're
early
gonna
on
talk
with the
about
Rich County
the
Sheriff's Office, who as of now is a little bit more
trafficking.
understaffed than it was when Kylie went missing over 2 months ago. A search team out of Arizona equipped with search dogs is now on the case. They say they believe that Kylie is being trafficked. Take a
Nobody's
listen.
covering it.
What stands out to me is that this is a very
you,
typical, almost like poster child for human trafficking. Kylie was talking.
Poster child for HT. I thought the same thing, Snow Feathers. Yes, very much. There's a lot of this going on right now with young girls.
To a lot of people she didn't know on the internet. There was apps and stuff I know that were involved, like Roblox and stuff that are just known for being just littered with predators and everything. So
that's terrifying. It's terrifying because you don't know who's on the other side of the computer or game console playing games with your kids. Yes. They I think the RSOs and stuff like that no playing any online games with any other.
that's what really stands out to me is that this is a pretty typical trafficking case. Like when I was reading over it, I was just immediate, red flag. Almost every red flag was popping up from what I've been trained in rescuing and seeing seeing trafficking red flags and stuff like that. So that really stood out to me. I really think she left to go meet up with someone she maybe was talking to on the internet, and is there's two options. Either she's staying of her own free will, which I don't really think is happening, or more that she obviously was meeting up with someone who wasn't who they said they were, and now she's in danger of exploitation.
Yep.
Casey, from your conversation with the Rich County Sheriff yesterday, I believe, what were some of the takeaways from that conversation and what the small agency has tried to do since Kylie went missing? It's now approaching almost 70 days since no one has seen her or heard from her.
Well, being in the conversation with the sheriff, they have been tracking down every lead that they get, regardless of how small or how large it is. They've been running down everything that comes across their desk. They are a very small town department. They're normally 200 people on any given day. And then during tourist season, it jumps to about 2,000 people. So I'm assuming that it gets very overwhelming. So they're doing the best they can with resources that they have. And after we introduce ourselves and tell them what we're about, they are very happy to work with us, and we're happy to work with them.
What do you hope to do next?
We want to bring Kylie home. Even though Kylie's endangered and she's missing, we just want to bring her home safe.
And the steps to that are we're putting ads out on social media. We're targeting locations that we think she might be in with these ads. And then as we get any tips or leads in, we will investigate it. And we even have scent dogs that we can bring out if there's a confirmed sighting that we can use to try to track down her exact location that we do. But those are the steps right now, is just getting the word out about her. Because
Chuchi says that's the battle I have with my son. He thinks everyone he plays with in Fortnite is his friend, so I have to look who my boys are just allowed to play with classmates, and I have to know their parents.
As people, if they may be seeing her and they don't realize she's in danger and that she's a missing child.
Our biggest goal and job right now is to get her flyer and her face in front of every single person who's watching, every single person on social media, so it's harder for her or whoever having her to hide her. Everywhere they turn, we want them to see her face.
And yes, we want them to take pictures or video if they think they see her and send it to us so that it can be either confirmed or that it's her or confirmed that it's not her. Typically runaways, they may stay away for a few days, a week, if they're upset with their parents or something like that. But especially kids, eventually they come home because they realize that they're missing the comforts, they're missing their favorite foods. It's hard being out on their own. So the fact that she's been missing for so long and there's
Listen, she was 15 years old, right? A child that is 15, you've got something is wrong, because they're going to miss their creature comforts. They're going to miss their family. They're going to miss their comforts, the way they lived. And the only reason she's not coming back is something really terrible has happened to her, or someone has her held up.
been no sighting, no contact. What was big to me is her phone got shut off and hasn't been turned back on. And that's a sign that someone does not want her to be tracked and found. So the fact that she's been gone for so long, there's been no contact, her phone is off. All of that tells me that she's likely being held against her will. And these are all stuff that like professionals would.
I mean, how do you think about that? How does this mother, God bless their family, just laying your head down at night, not knowing if your daughter is okay?
Professionals would know to get rid of the phone or turn it off so she can't be tracked, and to hide her so she isn't seen by the public as much. A lot of times they will send money and gifts, and Kylie had a bunch of transactions in her bank account that her mom had no idea about. And that's how.
So she was getting transactions. Remember in the last interview you saw, Kylie's mom said she created a PayPal account. You're not supposed to do that unless you're an adult, right? And she did it. She was getting lots of transactions from random people who Kylie's mom had no idea who it was from.
These people will lure these kids out. They will send them money and gifts, and they'll often use someone their age or pretend to be their age in order to make the kid feel comfortable.
Yes, that's a very typical way. Oh, well, this girl's doing it, or my friend's doing it, so if they're doing it, I'll be okay. Same thing that happened with Epstein, right? He would have one of the girls recruit a bunch of other girls. Yeah, Gary. They need to get on it. Nobody has really, the only people that's really talked about Kylie at all is KT, what was it? KUTV too.
That they aren't a threat. So it's literally everything that traffickers do has basically, there's evidence of that happening with Kylie. So that's why I'm really thinking that. And I know people may think trafficking isn't really as big of a deal, but when you look at the numbers, there's 50 million people that are trafficked each year and worldwide. And that's a lot.
50 million worldwide trafficked. And traffic doesn't mean they're in there's a big misconception of what trafficking really is. But you might be having dinner with someone sitting beside of you trafficked and you have no idea. It's usually a woman or a young teen, girl, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, there. Well, the mom says she, pardon me for yawning, I apologize. The mom says she believes she walked off on her own accord, but she doesn't believe she knew what she was getting into.
People. So it is a big problem. Kylie, if you're watching this, try
One
to
more down.
get away. The longer you stay with these people, the less of a chance it is that we will find you. So, you know, fight, try to get away, run away, signal to people when you're out and about. I don't know if people know, but this hand signal here, if you see that, it means someone's in danger. They're not going willingly with the person they're with. So that's a signal that people can be looking out for as well. And she can signal to people without being super obvious and getting her in danger. But just that's what we really want out is the quicker we find her, the better the chance of the results.
If we catch a drop of sweat that has been left by her, we can track it. So
I hope.
And she'll take us right to wherever she is. So wherever she is, we just need that little clue to allow our dog to find her. We're getting the word out through places that we didn't even know existed before because of them. We're getting out through Utah Truckers Association. So if she pops up at a truck stop, every truck in the state will have her photo and her flyer. We're just making sure that everywhere she turns, her face is going to be there. And that's how we bring her home. And the only thing I would add to the public is, how would you feel if this was your kid? If this was your kid and they were missing and you thought this was going on, you would want the whole world to come down on whoever or whatever is happening and make things happen. And
all right, watch this.
We're asking everybody else to treat this as if she's your kid.
Well, do you think you have seen?
Yeah. It's crazy. By the way, if you know Jason Jensen, he is a private investigator. He found he's working on Summer Wells case, but he helped find Justin case right here on the screen. Did a amazing job. Candace Wells was talking crap about him the other day. I was like, you don't have no
About
idea.
300 feet from her home. It is not.
Watch this.
Of Garden City in Rich County. Her mother told me over 2 months ago that her 15-year-old daughter shut off her phone about 300 feet from her home. It is not.
Yes, she had luggage. She had luggage. She turned off her phone Guys, I'm so sorry for yawning. I apologize. So rude of me.
Been on since. Well, today I spoke with Kylie Mothers again. She hasn't given up hope and is doing everything she can to try to bring her daughter home.
How long has it been since you last saw Kylie?
55 days. Tonight we'll make it 56.
How do you put one foot in front of the other each day? Just with limited information, answers, and no resolution at this point?
Because if I don't, who's going to keep doing it? I do everything I can to spread awareness and her flyers, and we've had a lot of people following and helping and spreading a lot of words. We've finally got t-shirts, so that helps a lot. And we got window clings, and
I don't know why I'm yawning so much.
I have my 12-year-old still at home, and so I'm trying to keep everything as normal and stable as possible. So
have you heard anything new? Any potential sightings of anything at this point?
Nope, nothing. The last one
This is her mother,
was
Tina.
the Salt Lake sighting, but
Didn't show up.
the footage that we received, it wasn't Kylie. I try not to let my mind go in different places. I try to remain positive. My number one thing that everyone can confirm is,
Ashton, I don't want to yawn in your ear. That's why is it rude to yawn? I don't want to yawn in your ear, number one, and I don't want people to think like I'm not taking this seriously or something like that. I'm just yawning.
we will find her. We won't stop until we do.
Oh, you couldn't pay me to get in Discord.
Garden
You
City's
couldn't
obviously
pay
a
me.
small town. I mean,
Mm-mm.
is everybody
All these
aware of the
YouTubers have
situation
it.
by now? Is this something that comes with the
Everybody is.
conversation?
Yep, everybody talks about it. Going into the grocery stores, everyone
Bro,
like they want to say something, and some people do. Some people they just say sorry.
yeah.
So it's kind of sad how the community's coming together for something like this,
I think
but
for Mama Dukes.
it really, really restores my faith in humanity because
I
so
don't
many
know where her
people
father is. I don't
who
know.
didn't even know me, but if knew Kylie, or people who know me and not even know Kylie, they're just doing everything they possibly can to help support me and my youngest.
There's not as much that we've been able to locate about technology tracking, things in that nature that show a little bit into an investigation from, I guess, a public side without giving away the integrity of the investigation. So it's been difficult to put information out when you don't have it.
Exactly.
And I think there's a lot of people that are frustrated about that, at least on the public side when I read through comments. And we want to do that. We do. We want to get that information out there.
It'll help a lot because knowing where, pointing us in a direction of where to start. We finally got her in the NCMEC, and they're going to be investigating it as internet sex crimes and child trafficking with the evidence that I.
And NCMEC is, they are the best when it comes to exploited children, right? They are constantly scanning the web, getting hits, and you have no idea how many people who what do they call I'm on here I'll just call it a pedo. We'll just call it pedo. They catch so many, and they send the information to the local sheriff's department from like the person's IP address and all that, of child P and all that stuff. Yeah.
I have had this whole time, and Rich County still not taking the initiative, I think would be the right word, and asking for more help. It's really put a huge roadblock on it. So now that we have a few teams, I even have Beacon helping me,
PDF.
and but unfortunately there's just so much they can do without warrants. Kylie was mailed a debit card in December from a boy in Pocatello. I called and had a well child check done on what a boy can do without warrants. Kylie was mailed a debit card in December from a.
She was mailed a debit card in December. She's 15. Now they are. Faye, now they are.
Boy in Pocatello. I called and had a well child check done on that family, and the dad was caught lying to Pocatello Police Department about the whereabouts of his son. And
dad is lying according to that where the location of his son is. Now that doesn't mean the son is involved or anything like that. Sometimes parents lie because they don't want to get in trouble for whatever reason.
For the extended amount of time that he supposedly was gone. But until Rich County will help me file the reports on this, there's not much I can do. And that is proving the boy called Kylie days before she ran away. If he was where the parents claimed, which they said he was in a mental institution. Yeah. Why did someone who owned, from the phone number that owned by the mother, call Kylie just days before she disappeared? When this boy was blackmailing Kylie, recording her messaging her friends
And good to
saying
see you, honey.
if she didn't respond to him or communicate with him, he was going to leak her videos. And that's where there is proof
What?
that
Hold
it's
on.
days before she disappeared. From the phone in a mental institution, why did someone who owned from the phone number that owned by the mother call Kylie just days before she disappeared?
Oh, wow. Call Kylie just days before the mother.
When this boy was blackmailing Kylie, recording her
Blackmailing, recording her. It sounds like they might have him doing the ring work.
messaging her friends saying if she didn't respond to him or communicate with him, he was going to leak her videos. And that's where there is proof that it's been going back and forth between Idaho and Utah. I mean, we live right on the Idaho-Utah border. I work in Fish Haven, which is just 7 minutes across the border in Idaho. I don't understand. There's no footage of Kylie at all leaving Garden City. There's none whatsoever of her on the 30th of May where people thought that they had seen her walking. Not one company picked her up on camera. It was all Thursday in the evening time, and I believe the last time she was seen on camera was 4:30, and then 9:52 p.m. is when she turned her phone off on May 29th.
So is Pocatello, Idaho, and that location still a focus for you and where
For
you'd like
me.
to see the investigation go?
Yep. If not, if they don't have anything to do with Kylie disappearing, which my gut instinct and my mom heart tells me she is with that boy.
Yeah, Tina.
With
Yeah.
the months, and I mean,
Very.
it started back in
It's
December.
big out west.
When the debit card came in the mail, and I
Woman.
reached out to family members.
Is there something you want other parents to know about what their children are doing and the difficulties of that balance and all of that? So maybe we can hope and help other families at this point that
I
are
should
steering down that
contact Nate.
path.
I should contact
Honestly,
Nate.
my
Good idea. Forget me
number
not.
one advice is don't let him play on Roblox and Minecraft. That's where all of this started, and I know it's not just for my Kylie. It's other.
Roblox and Minecraft are two of the biggest multi-billion-dollar games. Right.
To play on.
We're here.
Honestly, my number one advice is don't let him play on Roblox and Minecraft.
Roblox and Minecraft. And Fortnite, yeah. All of them.
That's where all of this started, and I know it's not just for my Kylie.
I don't know. I remember around the pandemic, that was 5 years ago now. My boys were younger. Then they got hacked and they stole their emails, stole their account. Every game I ever bought them was wiped. And finally, after proving who he was and all that, and now they have then they were only talking to their about 4 or 5 people, their classmates, and they still got hacked. It's very, very crazy. You know what I mean? Very crazy. Games and social media, full stuff. It's crazy, but now they've got 2-factor authorization. They've got a key that they have to put in, and all that. Like, I've got the shit locked now.
It's other teenagers, and I mean, this started with Kylie years ago. Discord is another one. So many things can happen in those servers. It's no matter how much you think you're supervising, there's so much going on behind the scenes, and they learned
Good for
how
you.
to use code words and other ways to get into our kids' minds. It's if you're not physically sitting there with them and cannot take the time to watch everything, every moment, every click, every type, my number one suggestion is don't let them have it. Keep searching, keep looking.
Yeah, right.
If you think it's her, take a video. So that way we can't miss it this time. And not just for my Kylie, for any missing person. If you think anyone looks like someone that's missing, the best thing to do is take a video and record, and then zoom in and take screenshots or photos and call 911. Call the reporters, the tip lines. Don't tell yourself it's not them. Let us be the one to determine if it was her or not. And just share her face, share her story. Don't be afraid to approach me and ask me questions.
Yep, you can turn off the chat. Absolutely. Yes. Yep. And you can also have it to only who they can chat with as well.
We'll find her. And it's by everybody else sharing.
We've talked about Kylie for the last nearly 2 months on this very program. Share the posts, share the pictures, reach as far out as you can on social media to spread these photos in the hopes that someone will recognize her. It takes everybody here. So this Friday, Stephanie is holding a fundraising barbecue with hopes that Kylie will somehow be able to see how many people want her safe return.
It will be at Heritage Park on Friday. It's to raise money for a reward for Kylie. We're doing a barbecue. We're having a band that's coming up. They offered to do a free concert. We're going to have karaoke, raffle. It's going to be going. We're going to play bingo, cornhole, and just get everybody together and spread more awareness about Kylie and get some footage so Kylie knows it's not just Mom and Jaden who wants her home. It's everybody up here. I mean, people are coming from all over the state to come and be a part of this. So,
yeah.
Well, Garden City is far out from a lot of folks, especially if you're along the Wasatch Front. It's a commitment. So if you can't make it there and you'd like to support, you can always reach out to Kylie's mother. She's very active on social media. You can donate that way. You can give that way. You can give an item for the raffle if you want to give something, if you're a business owner. But if you do want to go, head over to Heritage Park in Garden City Friday at 6 o'clock.
I think that was in July 25th. Now, she still has not been found. But hopefully something is coming of this and she can be found safe. FBI, let me see here. I saw something about the FBI, but the FBI has been contacted in Kylie's case, but so far they have declined to become actively involved. When was that? And that was as August 8th. That was as August 8th, but it's now almost October. Let me see here. Let me see here. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I showed that one the other day. Let's see here. FBI. No. Okay. FBI, according to someone on Facebook, it says the FBI has been working on this for months now. Okay, Brian saying this. So, yeah. She hasn't been seen or heard from since Kylie would have recently started 10th grade and turned 16 next month. She would be 16 now. He says, I've been talking about Tylee's case every week since we learned about her disappearance. God bless you, Brian, for that. If y'all want to share her flyer out, there it is. I'll drop that in the link in the chat. In my opinion, they shouldn't turn down to any help, at least. Absolutely, I agree. She has braces on. That's not going to turn out well. Yeah. Yes, she does have braces. And so that's a distinctive feature. She's got, remember, the tattoo on her middle finger as well. I think she's got a tattoo on her arm, and she may have some tattoos on her thigh, they said, as well. So, yeah. We're going to stay on top of this one and see if there's anything else we can do. I think I might contact Nate Eaton, rather, and see if Nate can cover this. He's in Idaho, and I think he would do really good with this as well. Like, he's local. He'll be on it. Cash hitting the streets. Stunk. Yeah, Baba. She's got some tattoos. So, yeah. Yeah. They said she was, Kylie, I think she had some behavioral issues and stuff, but regardless, doesn't matter. She's missing and she needs to be found. 15 years old having tattoos, that's the only upside identification. Yeah? Yeah. Your parents can take you to get a tattoo. Yeah. The only tattoo mine would be getting at 15 is, if found, please call with my phone number on it. If found, return with my address and my phone number. That's it. Nothing else. Sure, you want my phone number placed on you and our address? Got it. We'll do that. Thank you, Nana of 9. Good to see you, honey. Good idea, Justin. You think I'm not kidding? I'm not kidding. All right, y'all. Well, I love you all and appreciate you. We're gonna stay on top of this, and if anything comes about it, I'll let you know, any developments or whatever. My son asked me if he could have a tattoo. I said, you can have one when you move out. He never did. Oh, butterflies. I tell you what, I have one tattoo. I'm not against tattoos or anything like that. Some people are. And I think some of them have a lot of meaning. Like, I thought about getting a tattoo with my grandmother's photo or something. But I have one tattoo. I wished I would have never got it. Nobody can see it unless you see me naked, but that's, I don't know why I got it. What do you mean leave you hanging about Lily Ashton? You have 6. No way my kid would get a tattoo. That is same. My son has a sausage dog tat on a sheep tat. You have a full Lilo and Stitch back piece. Hubby, stop counting. 2 has so many. Really? I just I don't know. I wish I wouldn't have got the first one I got. When I don't mind tattoos. Actually, I think they look good on a lot of people, but who, Ashton? Kylie? I don't know what you mean, babe. Kylie, we don't know, but I didn't say anything about Lily. Did you say Lily or Kylie? I'm allergic to yellow dye, so that limits the pretty colors, so I'm out. Oh, really, Donna? You're allergic to the yellow dye. Yeah, I like the photos. I like the photos. Tattoos. Most people are allergic to like the red. Justin, I text you another missing autistic boy. Oh God, Don. Really? That's crazy. Let's see. Oh, yes, yeah. I'm probably going to do a live tomorrow. Actually, I already have it together. This is little Darius McDougal. Yesterday was day 6, and they said he had less than a 5% chance of being alive now. I don't think he's supposedly right around his family. They were hiking and he walked off or something. I don't know. You would think they would find him, though. He is adorable. All right, guys. Thank you all so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow. You wish you was a veterinarian? Why? I would love to get a tattoo of Egyptian eye. They hurt. Don't let anybody tell you a tattoo doesn't hurt. They hurt like a mofo. Mine's like down here. And it hurts. I had this butch guy. I'm screaming like a bitch. It feels like needles, knives, burning, stinging. Feels like you're being stung with a hot needle. Mine didn't, just felt like a sunburn. It hurt. It. She. No, not really. She didn't really have a boyfriend. Sucks, soldier girl. Mine felt like it tickled. We'll get it done right above your hoo-ha. How about that? On the side. Get it done right there. Tell me if it tickles. Love getting tattoos. Not me. All right, guys. Good night, everyone. God bless. Tickled. Yeah, okay. It don't tickle, does it? All right, guys. Good night.